The future is now.
Welcome to another episode of Adulting is the Ghetto. Why do I say ghetto? How do you guys say ghetto? Ghetto? Ghetto. Ghetto.
I'm in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Ra-ta-ta-ta.
I am Lamide. This is my channel. Welcome if you do not know me. Nice to have you here. Today we are going to speak about putting the childish things away and growing up. It's time to grow up. I'm speaking to myself because I have found out that as a Gen Z, I'm not a millennial, so I'm not gonna claim that. Yeah, as a Gen Z, as a young kid, as a young adult, we're quite lazy. We're not willing to put in the work. Let me explain. Like, when everyone says instant gratification, sometimes I'm like, oh, that's not really fair. Like, it's not always the case, but I think it is. We kind of want things instantly. We want to see the results instantly. We're not really willing to put in the graft and put in the work and reap the benefits 10 years later, 15 years later. We kind of want it now. You want the fruits of a tree that's not been planted and rooted deeply for it to be able to get those fruits. So you want it prematurely, and you yourself, you might think you're capable, and it's not even about capability, because you probably are more than capable of doing the job, but your character hasn't been built. You're still quite immature in the things that need to be done. I started working and I deeped, that like it's serious. I high-key forgot that this is what I signed up for, and I was just like, I went to uni, I got a degree for this, are you kidding me? I was just being proud is the easiest way to say it. And God humbled me. He humbled me, like literally. Firstly, he reminded me that I prayed for this, so I can't be chatting too much because I literally prayed for this, and I'm not in the position to ask for how it will be done. He answered my prayers. It's not my turn to do my bit, essentially. So I was like, okay, cool, fair enough. He was like, this is part of your journey, like it's a stepping stone to where you want to go. This is not the end of it. This is literally just the beginning. But there's certain things that need to be cultivated in you for you to be able to sustain, for you to be able to maintain and be sustained in the places I'm trying to take you. Because fam, you deep it, that talent can get you far, but your character is what's going to keep you where you're going. So if your character is not developed, I'm sorry, I don't know how far you're gonna go, like honestly, because people like nice people. Like, people like nice people. They want to be able to work with you. They want to be able to see you as part of the team and get on with you. But if you're not nice, you can be the most talented person, but if you're rude, there's only so far you can go. There's some people that will not be willing to tolerate your rudeness regardless of how talented you are. Yeah, fam, I had a proper humbling experience. Like, I made some error, and like before at work, I'll just be like, yeah, 5:30, I've come in for the time, I've done my job, it's time to go home. And when I made that error, it just put things in perspective. It's just like, only you can do it more time. Like, if you don't do your job, others are not going to be able to do their job correctly, and you're just being selfish essentially, and being self-absorbed, and only seeing yourself as if you live in a vacuum. We're social beings, we live with others. Your actions affect other people as well. So I say it's time to grow up. You just need to be more considerate about other people and how what you do will affect others, be it in a job, or be it as a friend, or be it in a family. If you want to be taken seriously, like, I can't really be using my age as an excuse or my inexperience as an excuse, but just have to be more open and willing to learn. So yeah guys, like fam, we can't be using age as an excuse no more, because no one cares. Like, nobody cares. You're not 16. You're not at that cute age anymore. You're no longer cute. You're actually a full-blown adult, and they're going to treat you like that. Fam, there's some people that had to like tea and coffee for everybody for a good year, do photocopies, do the printing only for a good year, and they accepted it because at least they were in the room. Do you know what I mean? So fam, be happy you're in the room, see how it can work for you, don't get overwhelmed by it. Don't complain too much, because like we need this to grow. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not in vain. This is necessary because it's part of the process. Like, the way I always see it is that, like, again, I don't live in a vacuum, and I know they're younger girls or whatever, like people that I mentor that look up to me, and if I'm just there complaining, moaning, all these things, being like, oh, it's so bad, get me out, all these things, that's going to discourage them. They're not going to be able to go through the process themselves and go through the journey to be able to come out better as a result of it. And that's like, that will be my fault essentially, and I'm not trying to take that responsibility for somebody else. So I just have to do my bit, so hopefully when it comes to their turn, they're able to do their bit as well. Right now, I deep that my character is being built in the sense that I have to have that discipline that I've not really had before, like that consistency, that discipline, that focus, that tenacity to do tasks that are not that fun. Because prior to this, if it wasn't fun, I'm not doing it. Like, if I don't see the point, I'm not doing it. But my guy, they don't care if you see the point. Do the task at hand and make sure that you do it well. Like, if my name is on it, I have to be excellent. Even if I don't enjoy the work being set, my aim is to be excellent at anything I do. So just gotta do it. I just gotta get along with it and do it well, and just know that this too shall pass, man. Like, this is just part of your story. It makes it more interesting. Like, nobody likes, like, think about it, nobody likes that person that everything just came simply to them, everything was easy. Like, it doesn't give a raw story. Like, you didn't really had to suffer like that. I'm not saying that some people, they're suffering too much, don't get me wrong. Like, if it's too toxic, get out. But know that it's necessary because it adds value to your story, is my point. So yeah, man, that's all I have to say today. I hope you took something out of it. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, do what you want, all that great stuff like the man say. And yeah, see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.